It was one of those crazy hot Singapore afternoons, sun scorching everything in sight. The kind of heat that makes you feel like you're walking on a frying pan. Even the birds were hiding, probably taking shelter under some shady trees. You could see them perched quietly, trying to escape the relentless sun. My best friend Beng and I were bored out of our minds. We had already exhausted all our usual activities, video games, movies, and even a half-hearted attempt at reading. School holidays seemed like a good idea until we ran out of things to do. The initial excitement had worn off, and now we were just two restless souls looking for an adventure. That's when Beng suggested we head to Geylang Serai, the land of delicious food and crazy adventures. The market was always bustling with life, a perfect escape from our boredom. Little did I know, I was about to witness the funniest thing ever, all thanks to a durian. Beng had a mischievous grin on his face as we approached the durian stall. He loved the fruit, but I had always been wary of its strong smell. As we got closer, the pungent aroma hit me like a wall. I could see people around the stall, some laughing, others making faces. It was a scene of pure hilarity. Beng picked up a durian and held it up triumphantly. "This is the king of fruits," he declared. I couldn't help but laugh at his enthusiasm. He then proceeded to open the durian and the smell intensified. People around us started to giggle and laugh, their reactions ranging from amusement to mild disgust. Beng offered me a piece and I hesitated. The crowd around us was watching, waiting to see my reaction. I took a deep breath and took a bite. The taste was surprisingly good, but the smell was overwhelming. My face must have shown my mixed feelings because the crowd burst into laughter. Beng was laughing so hard he had tears in his eyes. It was a moment of pure joy and laughter. The heat, the boredom, everything melted away in that instant. We were just a group of people brought together by a smelly fruit and a shared sense of humor. As the sun began to set, we left Geylang Serai with our spirits lifted. That day, laughter truly took over, and it was all thanks to a durian and a hot Singapore afternoon. Beng, my buddy since primary school, was famous for his laugh. It was loud, infectious, and sounded like a hyena trying to sing. Whenever Beng laughed, everyone knew about it. And trust me, this guy found everything funny. We're talking about laughing at pigeons fighting over breadcrumbs kind of funny. So you can imagine I was both excited and scared about what was going to happen at Geylang Serai. We were strolling through the market, bombarded by sights, sounds, and smells. And then, the king of fruits, the durian, made its majestic, pungent appearance. Durians are like the Marmite of fruits. You either love them or hate them. I loved them. Beng, on the other hand, treated them like the plague. He wouldn't even stand near a durian stall. So naturally, I saw this as the perfect opportunity to challenge him. My brilliant idea? The durian dare. Now, Beng was never one to back down from a challenge, especially from me. So, he agreed. We bought the smallest durian we could find, its spiky exterior already making Beng nervous. I held my breath as Beng took a tiny, hesitant bite. For a moment, nothing happened. And then, his face contorted in a way I had never seen before. It was like he had swallowed a spoonful of wasabi and vinegar at the same time. The next thing I knew, Beng burst into laughter. Not just any laughter, but the kind that makes your stomach hurt and tears stream down your face. He dropped the durian, clutching his stomach, and doubled over. The sound of his laughter echoed through the market, drawing stares from curious onlookers. I couldn't help myself. Seeing him like that, I started laughing too. Soon, we were both on the ground, gasping for air between fits of laughter. The durian incident had turned into a full-blown laughter riot. People passing by stopped to stare. Some even chuckled along with us. I bet they thought we were crazy, but we didn't care. We were too busy rolling around, tears streaming down our faces, our stomachs hurting from laughing so hard. After what felt like an eternity, our laughter finally subsided. The echoes of our joy bounced off the walls, creating a symphony of happiness that seemed to linger in the air. It was one of those rare moments where time seemed to stand still, and all that mattered was the present, the here and now. We were left sprawled on the ground, exhausted but happy. Our faces were flushed from the intensity of our laughter, and our sides ached from the sheer force of it. It was a beautiful kind of exhaustion, the kind that comes from sharing a moment of pure, unadulterated joy with friends who mean the world to you. Ah Beng, still wiping away tears, declared, okay la, Durian is not that bad." His voice was shaky from the remnants of laughter, and his eyes sparkled with a mischievous glint. It was clear that he was trying to downplay the intensity of the experience, but the evidence was written all over his face. I knew he was lying, but his durian breath couldn't hide the big grin plastered across his face. The smell of durian was unmistakable, a pungent reminder of our little adventure. But that grin, that infectious, wide-mouthed grin, was a testament to the fun we had. It was a grin that spoke volumes, a silent acknowledgement of the bond we shared. We spent the rest of the day teasing each other about the great durian disaster. Every now and then someone would make a joke or a funny comment, and we would all burst into laughter again. It was a day filled with light-hearted banter and playful jabs, a day that brought us even closer together. And even though the smell of durian lingered in my nostrils for what felt like days, the memory of Ah Beng's laughter lingered even longer. It was a memory that I would cherish forever, a reminder of the joy and camaraderie that we shared. The durian may have been the catalyst, but it was the laughter, the friendship, and the shared experience that made it truly unforgettable. As the day turned into evening, we found ourselves sitting around a table, sharing a meal and reminiscing about the day's events. The conversation flowed easily, punctuated by bursts of laughter and the occasional groan of mock disgust at the mention of durian. It was a perfect end to a perfect day, a day that would be etched in our memories for years to come. As the sun set, casting a warm golden glow over the city, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of contentment. The day had been filled with laughter, love, and lasting memories. It was a day that reminded me of the importance of friendship, of the joy that comes from sharing moments of pure happiness with those who matter most. As we hugged each other goodbye, I knew that this was a day we would all look back on with fondness. It was a day that had brought us closer together, a day that had strengthened the bonds of our friendship. And as I walked away, the smell of durian still lingering in the air, I couldn't help but smile. Because in the end, it wasn't about the durian. It was about the laughter, the love, and the lasting memories we had created together. That day at Geylang Serai taught me something important about friendship. It's not about avoiding awkward or embarrassing moments, but about embracing them and laughing your way through. Ah Beng's infectious laughter reminded me that life is too short to take things too seriously. Sometimes all you need is a good laugh, even if it's at the expense of a smelly fruit. Years later, whenever life throws lemons at me, or durians for that matter, I think back to that day. It was a day filled with unexpected twists and turns, where every moment seemed to be a setup for the next big laugh. The kind of day that stays with you, not because of the grand events, but because of the small, seemingly insignificant moments that somehow become the most memorable. It's a reminder to find humor in the unexpected, to embrace the chaos and see the beauty in the mess. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes, the best way to deal with it is to laugh. Laugh at the absurdity, laugh at the mistakes, and laugh at the moments that don't go as planned. Because in those moments of laughter, we find a sense of relief, a break from the seriousness of life. To cherish the friends who make me laugh until my stomach hurts, the ones who know just the right thing to say to turn a bad day around. These friends are the ones who stand by you through thick and thin, who share in your joys and sorrows, and who make the journey of life a little bit easier. They are the ones who remind you that no matter how tough things get, there is always something to smile about, and to never ever underestimate the power of a good durian dare. It's not just about the dare itself, but about the camaraderie and the shared experience. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something silly, something that you'll look back on and laugh about for years to come. These are the moments that build bonds, that create stories, and that make life a little bit more interesting. After all, laughter, just like durian, might be an acquired taste. Not everyone gets it right away, and that's okay. But once you do, it's something you'll crave. It's something that brings people together, that breaks down barriers, and that creates a sense of connection. Laughter is universal, and it's one of the simplest yet most profound ways to bring joy into our lives. But it's a taste worth sharing with the people you love, because at the end of the day, it's the shared moments of joy and laughter that make life truly special. It's the inside jokes, the funny stories, and the spontaneous bursts of laughter that create lasting memories. So, cherish those moments, hold on to them, and let them remind you of the beauty and joy that life has to offer.